Welcome back, Magic Tribe. I am Nina Drick, and this is At the Hearth's Edge, New Moon Edition in Virgo. So that is a thing which just happened here about 8:39 p.m. Central Time. You'll have to adjust that depending on where you are in the time zones. We are also going to be diving into our affirmators and our spiritual AF deck as well. And as a sweet treat, those of you who pop into the chat, I will pull cards for at the end if you so wish. Yesterday we had some really good cards. We had the Three of Cups pop out, I believe, and the Four of Swords. So if you did not catch yesterday's live stream, you might want to go back and watch it. Let's go ahead and get our card for today as we are waiting for people to pop in. Hello, angels. Good to see you, my love. Just in time. It's in there. Come on. We're going to get 2 out of this deck and 2 out of the spiritual AF deck as well. That is our cards for today. Oh, that is way too many. That's that one. All right, we got 1. There we go. All right. Oh. Hey, Thor, can you not? Dogs. All right, our first card for today is the Queen of Wands. Love it. Gotta love these cards. And she came out with the Knight of Swords. Beautiful. Hey, Jan, it's good to see you. It's been a while. So we're going to get the cards out of the book. And in case you are wondering, this is the Affirmators Tarot. You can find it on knockknockstuff.com. Here's the card again. And she says, the electric dynamo is the epitome, or I should say, this electric dynamo is the epitome of radiant feminine strength. She's bright, thriving, driven, vibrant, social, and an inspiration to everyone around her. In other words, Oprah to the power of Beyonce, or whoever your feminine figures happen to be. She asks that you pull the curtains off your soul and let your light shine boldly and unabashedly. Trust that you know what you are doing and unleash your genius onto the world. The only downside, well, you can't look directly at your brilliance or you'll permanently damage your retinas. Small price, really. The affirmation for the Queen of Wands says, I stand in my power and own my limitless badassery. Then I use it to change every shit thing in the world that I can. Love it. And she came out with the Knight of Swords. I don't think have we had a swords card pop out yet? I don't think we have. See if I can find it. There we go. All right, the Knight of Swords says that when new endeavors are near, this zealous knight appears. Hip hip hooray-ish. Enthusiastic to the point of obsession, he races towards his goals with no regard for petty concerns like danger or anyone else's feelings. You might call him the cokehead of the tarot deck. And though he has his upsides, passion, confidence, drive, he warns against some downsides, ignorance, arrogance, and sloppy work. So learn from this guy's mistakes. Stay excited, but be willing to exercise caution, humility, and patience. Oh, and skip the Coke. It's unbecoming of a knight. The affirmation for this card says that my excitement is welcome and celebrated, but when it spills over, I mop it up so no one slips in it. Right? In other words, be exuberant, but make sure that that exuberance is not overflowing onto the populace around you. I love these cards. I'm having so much fun with these. All right, let's get our spiritual AF card, and then we will kind of dive into the energetics for this Virgo new moon. I have some little notes, and then we might pull cards. Or I shouldn't say we might. We will pull cards. Also, I want to talk about I want to pull the Moonology. Ooh, I like these. All right. The first one says to own your awesome and stay humble. AF, right? So list 5 things that you love about yourself. Now, list 5 ways you're just like every other human who's ever lived. Go forth, you fabulous little snowflake, and be like everyone else with your unique bad self. Hello, Michelle. And then the card that came out with it says, the wound is the place where the light enters you. Oh my goodness. Michelle, weren't we just talking about this like yesterday? I'm pretty sure. And didn't you send me that exact quote? I'm pretty sure. So here's your confirmation. Pick one time in your life you've been hurt and ask it how it made you golden. Did it make you more tender-hearted? Did it open you up when you were once closed down? Did that heartbreak lead you to more connection with spirit? Can you get just a little teensy tiny bit grateful for it? Fuck yeah. Look at you. You're like a wounded disco ball inside. Yes, I love it. So, own your awesome, my friends, but stay right. And remember that wounded place is where that light entered you. And now, well, you can shit all over the fucking place. Oh, nice. Aha! Good way to quote me, Michelle. Yes. When you list all the things you love, do you put yourself at the top of that list, or do you forget to put yourself on that list at all? Good question. All right, so this is the Moonology Oracle card. I only pulled out the New Moon in Virgo card. These are by Yasmin Boland, super cheap on Amazon. But first, let's go through my notes first. This Virgo new moon is really asking us to make positive choices about changes in our life, implementing our new ideas, and being open to those exciting opportunities that are coming. It's going to help us align with our purpose and guide us in what would be most productive, and to help us manifest our will and our purpose here, which should be one and the same, right? So we're, for one, going to be noble, generous, daring, self-controlled, focused, and persistent. And this is going to bring us good outcomes honor our souls and call in all of that massive amount of prosperity that we have all been working towards. So here is our new moon in Virgo card from the Moonology deck. And this says it is a time to give rather than take. So when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation, Magic Family. Where are you? And where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. To help you attune to this mood, recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Some additional meanings for this moon could be that there's a gradual improvement coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. And be of service to others, and love and money will follow. It could also mean that the person you're asking about is reliable. The teaching behind this specific card said that Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. So when this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon. And whenever else you may find this card, right? Fantastic. No, you should never underestimate the power of connection. So, lots of big things are happening on the surface and far, far below it where you can only feel a little bit of that vibration. You really want to harness the go-getterness of this Knight of Swords, but you want to temper it with this Queen of Wands energy, right? In other words, own your awesome, but stay humble. And remember that the wound is the place where the light enters you, right? And that is part of what all this healing process really is been about. We crack open so the light can actually escape, not enter, right? You are light itself. You just need to be reminded of it. And sometimes, well, it takes being thrown into a dark place to realize that you were the flashlight all along. Thank you, Michelle. I love this shirt too. I got it off of some, I don't know, random Facebook ad thing. I don't remember which one it was. Otherwise, I'd let you guys know. But you may be able to find it. All right. Let's pull some cards, huh? We got Michelle, Angel, Jan, and whoever else might pop in afterwards. Let's see, what cards should we pull out of? Any requests, anyone? Obviously, our two new decks are off of that table. I thought about doing a pick a card too, but I don't know. I'm not feeling that. More moon cards. I only have the one moon cards. Which, I mean, they're all right, but they're not really great for personal stuff. They're more general. Well, she'll be back. She always is. I shouldn't say she'll be back. She's still there. I do have the Earth Magic deck. They're not really a fairy deck, but they kind of are, I guess. The artwork on them is. We'll pull those out because we haven't seen those in a bit. They look like this. Yeah, we'll do that. Good call, Michelle. All right, Angel, you were first in the chat, so we will pull cards for you first. I may or may not read them out of the book. We'll see how it goes. All right, Angel. Ooh, here we go. All right, babe. You get the shape-shifting card, Clouds. When you look at the sky, what are you seeing? Remember, what you focus on grows. Let's go ahead and pull it up. I'm only going to read the last part of these because some of these are really long. All right, Angel. In both subtle and dramatic ways, you can shapeshift by your choice of clothing, hairstyle, adornments, and even mannerisms, such as facial expressions, gestures, and the way you walk. By adjusting these along with your internal attitude, you can actually display different personas. So when you experiment with these variations of self-expression that are not how you ordinarily present yourself, others will react to you depending on the degree in which your persona contrasts with the one they are most familiar with. So be like the clouds as you try out different forms, stretching your limits at times, willing to move and adjust as necessary. Lift your head up, square your shoulders, and stand tall such that your chest and heart is open to the world. And note how this feels, Angel. You may feel vulnerable at first, but stay with it. Then let your shoulders fall forward slightly. Pull your chest inward an inch or two. And let your head drop a little and observe how this feels. Experiment with contracting your aura, your energy field, and then expand it as far as you comfortably can. By this kind of shape-shifting, you can consciously choose your expression into the world. Just remember who you are at the core. You, my friend, are a fucking dragon. Don't you ever forget that. All right, Jan, hopefully you're still in here. If not, maybe you'll return and watch this later. Jan. There we go. Speaking of fairies, asking you shall receive. Jan, you got the fairies card. This is the Earth Magic card. Before I even read what this is saying, I really highly suggest you get outside and do some serious grounding. All right. The fairies card is asking you, or I should say, it's reminding you that you have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions, Jan. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something, get your hands in the dirt, and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. and ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. Aw, what a beautiful message for you, Jan. All right, Michelle. You're next. Ooh. I'm not sure if it was that one or not, but I almost dumped this whole deck. It is that one. All right. Michelle, my love. Ooh, you get the wolf card, the instinct card. This is one of my very, very favorite cards in this deck. It's also one of the very, very last cards in this deck. Right? Couldn't it be more perfect? Spirit knows what Spirit knows. I am just the mouthpiece. All right, my dear. It says you have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities, Michelle. It's the result of cultural and or religious prescriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening and therefore has to be controlled or eliminated. Now is the time to overcome this limited mindset and to tune into these instinctual cues. Let the spirit of wolf be your teacher and call upon this benevolent being for help identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibitions, with the only guidelines being to do no harm. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listening to those sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some deep breaths and simply notice what your bodily sensations are telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of that information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. Ah, beautiful. As are you, my dear. All right, my beautiful friends. That is going to be it for this evening. I love you all beyond measure. Remember, favor follows you wherever you go. So go out, be good at it. And we will meet again here tomorrow at 9 p.m. and do this all again. Bye, everybody. I love you.